Warriors, come out to play.
Only this time, don't forget your PlayStation 2. The mad geniuses at Rockstar have transformed the cult classic film The Warriors into yet another genre-defining game.
We love The Warriors. I mean, it's one of our favorite films, and we're also huge fans of the brawler genre. So we've decided to take the fighting genre and put it into a living New York City.
The film, which came out in 1979, based on a novel by Saul Urich and directed by Walter Hill, has a storyline tailor-made for a beat-em-up game.
The Warriors is a film about a gang from Coney Island who go to a gang meeting in the Bronx. And at this gang meeting, Cyrus, the leader of the Riffs, is assassinated, and the Warriors are blamed for the killing. The Warriors have to get back to Coney Island while the cops are after them and other gangs. We've taken that movie and turned it into a complete interactive experience.
To make that experience as full and realistic as possible, Rockstar went the extra mile to get New York City circa '79 just right.
For the Warriors movies, one of the main characters was the environment. New York at night is a beast. Late 70s New York was a much different place than it is now. It was a lot darker, a lot grittier, a lot more dangerous at night. So we did a lot of research for the environments, but also the street furniture, the garbage, the dilapidated buildings, and I think we represent that sense very well in our game.
During the course of the game, you'll spend a lot of time on the Warriors' home turf, Coney Island.
During our research, we did a lot of work with the residents of Coney Island, actually, to make sure that we were as accurate as we could be to represent Coney Island from 1979. So, for instance, we worked with the unofficial mayor of Coney Island, Dick Zigan, who runs the Coney Island Museum.
New York City was a very different place then from what it is now. You know, the movie reflects an artistic view of a reality that was happening in 1979. But, you know, since that time, a lot has changed. So, for instance, this is the only building in Coney Island that's trashed out, windows broken, covered with graffiti. In 1979, half the neighborhood looked like this. New York City went bankrupt in the mid-70s. The subways were covered by graffiti. New York was a crazy place to be in.
This crazy city is fleshed out in much broader scope. The game makers have included most of the movie scenes and setups while adding tons of new content.
So everything that you see in the movie, you're going to get to play in our game. Plus, we've added more to our title because the movie's only 90 minutes long, and our game's going to offer 20-plus hours of gameplay. So we aren't just living one night with the Warriors like you do in the film. This takes place over a whole summer, leading up to the events of the film. Another thing we do is we have flashback missions, which get unlocked as you play the game. And the flashback missions actually tell you the story of how the Warriors are formed.
Stories are nice, but let's not forget that there's a game to play and some major brawling to be done. And so many ways to do it.
Since, you know, there is a strong narrative to the Warriors, we do have a storyline that you do follow. But once you go into a mission, you can play the mission any way you want. At the heart of this game, it's a brawler, it's a fighting game. We wanted to make it very easy, very accessible to people, but also deep enough to have fighting fans feel like this is a full-fledged fighting game. Another thing we think is really cool about the game is the rage mode. The more style points you get, the more combos you throw, the faster your rage bar fills. Once your rage bar is filled and you activate rage mode, you become invincible and you actually get a whole new set of combat moves, which allow you to clear more space or do instant kills. The other thing that's unique is that it's not just you running down the street by yourself. You are running with a gang, so you have gang commands. You actually can tell your warriors to do things for you, whether it's go beat up this guy or, hey, let's go steal stuff in this store.
In combining the cult film classic with intense interactive gameplay, The Warriors promises something for everyone.
We have taken the brawler genre and really evolved it to the next level. I think we're delivering something that is completely fresh. We aren't making just another left-to-right beat-em-up game. It's like we are making the world of the Warriors, and that was just really cool to be a part of.